Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. Monday. I'm going to do a little reflection on my 2022 year in the hobby and channel today. I did want to start off with my new pickup, Fred McGriff 1992. This is my favorite Diamond Kings designs, the 92. So I'm really excited to add this to my PC. When he was elected to the Hall of Fame last week, it's really hard to find a McGriff autograph. His rookie card is shamefully unautographed or under-autographed, I guess. And the one that I found on eBay at the time was, it's slabbed by BGS and it's like $1 million. So obviously not gonna pay hundreds of dollars for a McGriff rookie auto. But I did get this, and interestingly, I'm in a Diamond Kings group on Facebook, and somebody, when he got elected, somebody posted a bunch for sale at bargain basement prices, and they all got sold immediately. And I missed them, even though I was there like 10 minutes later. And the guy, I commented, "Are any left?" And he said no, but then the next day he commented that one had fallen through and it was available. So looks legit, and it's in blue Sharpie ink, so I picked it up. Really happy with that. Put that in my PC. I want to remind you, I'm still taking emails showing pictures and a story. It doesn't have to be a long story, just a brief, what does this card mean to you? What is your best personal collection pickup of 2022? Send it to me in an email, thejunkwahero@gmail.com. I'd like to get that video this week or so. I have a handful of them, but I'd like to get a few more in. So back in, I think, January, I did a video. Yeah, it was definitely January, laying out my 2022 hobby and channel goals for the year. And I was looking back on it over the weekend, and it was fun. So I figured, let's do a quick update. So number one, my goal was to go to 12 different sports card shows. I think I made it to 11. I didn't count, but I'm pretty sure it was 11. And if I had gone to the Portland, Maine show yesterday, that would have been 12. But I think I made it to 11. It was at least 10, but I don't think I got to 12. I had another goal to visit more local card shops. It didn't happen this year because I don't live near any. I don't have any sports card shop within 35 minutes of me. I went to Don's a few times. Great shop. Every time I went to a different city, like Bangor or Lewiston or Biddeford, I would look for more shops, and either there are none or they were closed. I did go to the collectible store in the main mall, and I did a video on that, but that's not really a sports card shop. I would love to go to more, and I wanted to go to the Vault, which was just named Best Hobby Shop in America, Best Sports Card Shop in America by Beckett, maybe? I don't remember. Didn't get a chance to go down there. Maybe in 2023. Another goal was to learn more about vintage, and I definitely did that. I nailed this goal, and I did a lot of videos. So my goal was to learn a lot about vintage, and I thought, while I'm learning, why don't I share what I'm learning with YouTube? And so I've done that. I'm not a vintage expert at all, but I enjoy learning about it, and I also enjoy sharing that knowledge and kind of telling a little story about each set. Then I had a goal to buy more basketball vintage, and this feels like so long ago. I had briefly gotten into basketball vintage, or vintage basketball, towards the end of last year, and I just very quickly moved away from that. I'm really focusing on baseball and Hall of Famers in baseball. Hall of Fame in baseball is really the thing I've been obsessed with and the most interested in since I was a little kid. So it makes sense for me to really focus my energy there. I had a goal to get more cards graded, and I did that. I definitely succeeded there. I submitted a few different submissions to SGC, one to CSG, a couple to PSA, or maybe just one to PSA, and a PSA DNA submission. And then I decided, this isn't really for me, for the most part. I did that video last week. You can go back and watch it. I think it drummed up some really good conversation in the comments. I had a goal to sell more, to fund my hobby, to make my hobby self-funded. And I did that. I sold 10, maybe 12 cards this year, big dollar cards, and bought more cards all raw that better fit what I wanted, what I collected. So, check. I wanted to get a 1 or more Gaudy, 1933 Gaudy cards, preferably of a Hall of Famer. And check. Dazzy Vance in ridiculously bad shape, and I don't care. I thought it was a cool card to pick up. It was made available on a Facebook group maybe, or maybe on Twitter, and I paid almost nothing for it, and then I got it graded, knowing it was a 1, obviously, because look at that. But perfect. Love that in my collection. I also had a goal to get at least one T206 Hall of Famer, and I didn't do that. T206 is a beautiful set, and it's a really interesting set, but there are very few guys I would want, and they're all out of my price range. So I decided not to move forward with that one, at least for this year. Someday. I had a goal to go to the National, and I did that, and I loved it. It was amazing. I would love to go to, where is it, Chicago in 2023. Probably not going to happen. We'll see. I was able to drive down to Atlantic City for the National this year, made a family vacation out of it. Chicago is not drivable for me, so that's very unlikely to happen. I had a goal to meet a couple of YouTubers, and I did that. I met a ton of guys at the National. I met Sammy Thunder and Picker Jim and Brian Roth, B. Roth. I met Mike of Baseball Collector and Bench Clear Media. I met Lou Rock. Great group of guys. I know I'm forgetting guys. I'm really sorry, but it was a great year. Great opportunity to meet a lot of people. I had a goal to get to 1,000 subscribers because back in January I was only like 100 something, or maybe 200. I don't remember where I was, but got a goal to get to 1,000. And once I hit 1,000 in July, I kind of stopped paying attention to subscribers. That's nice. I'm glad that I'm getting more subscribers, but I felt like, all right, I got to my 1,000. That was my goal. And then once I stopped focusing on it, they started pouring in even more. And now I'm at 2,300, I guess, and probably get to 2,500 by the end of the year. I think I found that if I didn't give a whole lot of thought to adding more subscribers, just getting my subscribers to view it and bring in more people would subscribe, and that worked. I mean, I almost 2.5 times what my goal was. I had a goal to buy 4 collections, and that did not work out. It's just the money didn't fit. People were asking way too much for collections. That will probably change in 2023. And I'm always open to buying a reasonably priced collection that I can make my money back in and add plenty of PC cards to. Preferably, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I would buy modern if it made sense, if the money made sense. I had a goal, and this was not hobby related, but I had a goal to run 365 days this year. I got to 44 days, I think, and injured my knee, and then I started having foot problems, and I haven't run since like May or June. Gained 20 pounds. Hasn't been a good year for my physical health. Then I wanted to do, so I was just starting to dabble in stories, and I was doing these kind of big stories and like the history of certain things in the sports card hobby. And I said, I would like to set a goal to do weekly story time. And the way I was doing it at the time was really big. It was too big, and it was intimidating. And so every time I would sit down to write one and film it and then edit it, I thought, man, this is going to take me 10 hours. I don't have 10 hours to do this. So I started really shortening or making it easier for me so that I wasn't scared away by the whole process. And I think it's been awesome. I've done more than one a week for this year. I've done, I don't know how many stories. I should probably add its own, like, I don't know what they're called, label, I guess, on YouTube. So if you wanted to, you could just go in and follow that. Actually, that's a good idea. Here I am talking myself into improving my channel. I wanted to post more on Instagram. I've gone through spurts where I'll post a lot, and then I'm in the middle of one right now where I haven't posted anything in weeks. I should probably go and post that, Fred McGriff. I don't have a ton of time, and I actually go into Instagram every night and just see what everybody's doing in there, but I'm not in there much. I wanted to have a more concrete schedule. 2021, my schedule was kind of all over the place with posting, but this year I said I'm going to do Wednesday, Friday, Sunday videos, and I did that. I was really successful at keeping it to 3 set days all year, and then I added a 4th quite a bit of the time, and then I just started posting more, and I was like, geez, I posted 4 days in a row. How about 5? Can I get to 10? And then all of a sudden I'm on day 26 days. Yeah, today's day 26 of my streak. I wanted to add 20 more Hall of Fame rookie autographs. I'm quite sure I've reached this and crushed it. I'm going to do a video coming up soon of my TTM year in review. So I'm not going to get into this one right now. I'll actually do a video. And not all of my TTMs were Hall of Famers, but for the most part they were. Yeah, I'll do a video on that. And then my last goal was doing the Trade Up series. I posted that video. I got a great response from that video, and I could just never make it happen. And sometimes you have to just say, you know what? I failed. That was not one that I could make happen. It never worked out. It was too much effort on my part, and sometimes you just gotta cut it loose. I had a great idea and was not able to execute it. So, oh well, I moved on. Maybe someday I'll try it again. I think the Trade Up series are really cool, so we'll see. What did you have for goals this year? Did you accomplish them? Let me know in comments. I'm really curious about those things. And send me an email with your #1 PC pickup with a brief story about what it means to you. Thanks very much for watching.